And then what?
So we'd go for weird. This is the sound of Trump.
We're doing this Barack Obama bit, like they would film us and they'd say action and we'd become the great, and then we'd say cut and then we would go right back into doing Obama. And the crew was so sick of it. The idea was that he was at the base of the Capitol Records building talking to a ton of people, just talking about his time in LA.
Today I went to Amoeba Records.
Yeah.
I went down to Venice Beach, where in the 60s a band taught us that if we work hard, we can break on through to the other side.
But Joe wears the biggest mask I've ever seen, and he's standing like 200 feet away from everybody. Oh.
Look, man, I'm a nice guy, but if you give me any more guff tonight, I'll rip your face off like a mad chimp. I'll knock that thing off your head and burn it. Bury it in the pet cemetery where it came from. Stop it, Joe, stop it.
Clinton was so smooth. He could lie his way out of anything. He could stand in front of you right now, look you all directly in the eyes and say, I am not here. What is here? Isn't here just there without a T? If the Monica Lewinsky scandal happened to President Bush, there's no way he gets out of it. Put him on the stand. Mr. President, do you have relations with that woman, Monica Lewinsky? What did they tell me to say here? That was out loud, wasn't it? I cannot believe I said that. There's two kinds of words, inside words and outside words. Inside words stay in, outside words come out. That time an inside word popped out. Gobble, gobble.
It's great to see you guys today. You're doing a tremendous job. And may I say right off the bat, Pierce, it's great to have you out of that evil CNN and back where you belong in London. And the beautiful Susanna, I am going to reinstitute my beauty pageants because you look tremendous today.
Let's move on to former President Nixon.
Yes, Richard Nixon. Wait till I get into election Nixon.
How long does this take?
As long as I need, you see.
Well, before we lose you, are you planning a comeback?
Well, first of all, let me say this. I want to make this perfectly clear. I am making a comeback. I've been away too long. As a matter of fact, ABC is thinking of hiring me to do a few game shows on television next season as the host. And I don't know which one I'm going to do. Perhaps To Tell the Truth, or Tattletale, or maybe Let's Make a Deal.
Will you film these for posterity?
No. These will be on tape, you see. Then if I don't like something, I can snip it out and burn the damn thing.
Child's Play is funniest movie I've ever seen in life. I laughed so hard I pee pants. Someone was killed by the little doll, and it wasn't me who did that. Everyone's looking at me, it wasn't me, it was the doll. Anyway, you should go see Little Chucky in Toy Story 4. It's fantastic.
So I did Obama for Obama, and I looked at him, and I was like, what do you think? He was like, well, you did pretty good. Amazing. You sound just like I do, and now I'm going to need you to take over, because this job is stressful.
Oh, my goodness. That is too funny.
But my favorite politician by far was always Ronald Reagan. Who the hell are you? You know, I had a pretty good career, considering the fact that I didn't even finish college. And a reporter over at the Times found out about this. and he asked me point blank. He said, Mr. President, were you a dropout? I said, what? He said, were you a dropout? I said, no, I was cesarean. I wasn't a dropout.
You know, because, I've never done this before, man. But, Joe Biden, man, he always seems like he's reaching for something because he knows the words are going to escape him. But I put my hand up like I'm trying to reach and get him back, and you're with me, right? I'm pretty much a 90s R&B singer. Watch this. Hey, America, I love you. Come on, man.
It's very
and
interesting
Trump comes in.
the way you look at this stuff.
I was staying in the Lincoln bedroom last night, and I couldn't resist getting on the phone, and I called up the Secret Service as the president. Feel like going jogging tonight? In the nude. My wife and I were looking out on the lawn around midnight, and these guys were fully unclothed. Well, it's good to have. I've been studying him since yesterday, and I think I've actually. The way to do the president is to start out with Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Then you add a little John Wayne. Here we go. Let's go over the ridge. You put them together. You got George Herbert Walker Bush. That's the thing there. Now,
Remember when he went to the Berlin Wall and he said, he was very plain spoken. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. That was very clear.
Very dramatic and
Obama
clear.
would say something like, we believe that barriers of any kind act as an obstruction to people's good relationships. What the are you talking about?
Do you do Trump as well?
Yes, of course. Listen, Jimmy, the people love me, Trump. The people do. Okay, Joe, listen, Joe. Somebody say something to Joe. Joe, shut up, Joe. You're lying, Joe, because the people love me, Jimmy. It's all about the people. Fact check, Black Twitter, the people love me. I've done more for black people since Michael Jackson. The people love me. They really do. They love me. They do. The people. It's all about the people.
The guy that really cracks me up is, President Bush. I think it's great we have a president who seems like he's always looking directly into the sun. Somebody do me a favor and hand me a pair of sunglasses. Somebody get me a visor. Sir, you mean advisor, no a visor. What are you, stupid? And he's the only person I've ever seen do this when he talks. I've seen turkeys do that. When I watch him, I'm always waiting for him to go, gobble, gobble. What I truly love is when he gets something right. Because when our president gets something right, he is the happiest man on earth. He gets that little smile on his face, that I can't believe that came out correctly smile. It's like a fan is blowing on him 200 or 300 miles an hour. He's not getting rid of world hunger. He's just getting all the way through the sentence and he's content, right? Be like, and that's why the United States will lead us all to peace.
Now, I've done a lot of politicians over the years. I've done people like Bill Clinton, who wrote me a lot of great material. And George W. Bush. I don't know why the American people are picking on me. I haven't done anything.
You're still buddies with President Clinton, aren't you?
Yes.
Now, do you do that when you're around him?
Oh, he loves it. Yeah,
In fact, while we were shooting, we shoot in Baltimore, and he came down there because he had to give a speech. So he asked me if I wanted to come with him, and I said, sure. So he said, well, why don't you just put your
real, let me tell you about a story so true. We're showing me style and it's all so cool. It's about a garment torn and frayed, getting this threads, the story conveyed. Walking down the streets with holes in my teeth. These red things here are part of me, you see. It ain't about the brand or the label it holds. It's about the journey, the stories it unfolds. In these ragged clothes, I find my voice. A testament to resilience, my choice. From the streets to the stage, I rock my style. In my tattered shirt, I walk that mile. Ripped and torn, but still I stand in my ragged attire. I command, it's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. From the barrio to the bar, I make my mark. In my worn out jeans, I leave a spark. And they call it rags, but I call it art. In every stitch and tear, I play my part. It's the struggle of the streets, the hustle so real. In my tattered jacket, I seal the deal. A symbol of defiance against the status quo. My passion of pants, I let it show. It's not about the riches or the wealth I lack. In my faded hoodie, I stay on track. It's the heart of the hustle, the grind each day. In my worn out kicks, I find my way. Ripped and torn, but still I stand. In my ragged attire, I command. It's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. So here's to the ones with the clothes that tear. In our patched up attire we have, so let the world see our garments worn. For in our rags, our stories are born. In the language of the streets we speak. In our torn up clothes we find our peak.
Your car behind the motorcade. So we're driving through the streets of Baltimore with the police motorcade and the Secret Service, and then he went, I want some coffee. I think there's a Starbucks up ahead. so we pulled over to Starbucks. By the way, I think this got more coverage than his speech. We pulled over to Starbucks, and we went inside Starbucks, and the whole place sort of went crazy. The former president of the United States is there, and all he got was like a decaf coffee. I think if you're going to go to Starbucks, get like a Frappuccino, you know, or something.
Now, was that the end of the evening, or was it just a stop along the way?
Oh, no, we stopped and we talked to people there. And
yeah.
You know, he loves to talk to people. Hi. He loves to play cards. You know.
And
you want to play hearts?
Hearts, like, hearts.
Oh, yeah. And I think somewhere along the way, he must have taken a pill that says, I don't go to bed till there's no one left to talk to.